Good evening, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University ACHA Division III Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carla Pascal, back for another edition of Rutgers University ACHA Scarlet Knights Ice Hockey. Here for this one, before the snow kicks in. Here for this one as the Scarlet Knights take on Rowan as we get ready to go. The Rowan Profs coming to town, here to face Rutgers for a matchup before the snow buries us here in the Garden State, and we are underway here between Rutgers and Rowan. Quickly dumped into the zone here by the Profs as they try and drive this one in. Looking at the starters here for this one today, we'll start with the visiting Profs. Aiden Plank, Logan Donnelly, William Hamsich, Patrick Condello, and Michael Henry, the 5 skaters. And then in between the pipes, it's the one of Michael Lise. And for Rutgers, their starters are Gavin Rieger, Nikita Gorshkov, Kai Inouye, Avery Acuna, and Jamie Zimmerman, the skaters, as Zimmerman fires that one on goal. Saved aside there by Lise. And then in between the pipes for Rutgers today, it's Lucas Cohen getting the nod, the freshman backstopping the Scarlet Knights for this one this evening. Bit of a later start than anticipated, as Rowan actually had their bus breakdown on the way to the game. So unfortunately had to push the start time back to about a 9 or about an 8 o'clock puck drop here. As we are underway, just a minute ticked off the clock here between Rutgers and Rowan as this one finds its way up to Rieger. Held on for a second as it bounces across, finds its way to the stick there of Carter Callahan as he'll dump it into the zone. Sent around the boards, it finds its way over back to Nathan Clack as he'll send that back up to the point. Shot goes wide there from the blue line. As it goes back out the other way, Rowan trying to hold on here. And the Rowan end, they'll play this one forward up to Callahan. He chips it up to Clack. Clack able to keep this puck here at the blue line, looks for an option, gets hounded there at the point as he tried to play lower, got it knocked away. Now it's Josvek with it. Josvek couldn't hold on. Good back check there from Clack again as Josvek will play back. Dumped forward there by Downs as he'll get this one into the Rowan end for just a moment. Puck back out the other direction. Callahan tried to chase on it, but it's dumped in there by the Profs again. Rowan currently 6-5 on the year so far. Had a good season so far as that one sits right in the low slot off that shot from the blue line. No one there to tap it in for the Profs. And for Rutgers, 9-9 on the year so far. Started the year on a 9-game road trip, came back against Fairfield as that one is gobbled up there by Cohen. There for the stoppage here with 17:31 left to go. And this first home game here to start 2026 for Rutgers. They already played one game here in the new calendar year. It was a weird Monday game for the Scarlet Knights. Usually you don't see club college hockey play during week games. But either way, a Monday game against Stockton, they ended up losing 6-3 in that one after a big stretch of wins as that shot goes wide there for the Scarlet Knights. But coming back here to this one, the start of a 6-game homestand, including today's game, as that one is kicked aside by Lise, and he'll jump on top of the rebound. But like I was saying, start of a 6-game homestand includes today's game. Big matchups against conference foes in the MCHC like Hofstra and Stony Brook. So lots of points on the boards as we get closer and closer to playoffs here in the ACHA. Not a ton of time left in the regular season here in the club hockey space. As this puck sitting here in the zone for Rutgers. Rieger with it now, looking to try and fire. Couldn't pull the trigger, though, as he tried to get a shot off. Got sandwiched into the boards as Rowan will send it around, but not out. Resvin tried to lay the body there as it got lofted out there by Clack. Trying to hold on, couldn't do so that time. Puck sent out here for Peter Herring. He'll go chase after this. Got tied up down there with Owen Hogan as that shot steered wide by Cohen again. Shots 3-3 here with 16:23 left to go in period number 1. Picked back up here by Herring again. Herring, some good moves, trying to work his way into the zone. Lays it off here for Arango as he'll go to the hash marks. Him and Gorshkov come together along the boards. Now taken by Rieger. Rieger and Zimmerman trying to get going, but Rieger lost the handle as he tries to pass one up to Zimmerman. Just a bit too far from him as Hamsich will play this one off. Gets it back here off the feed. It's dumped in as Cohen will just tap that one down for Acuna. He'll find Rieger on the pass. That one picked off, kept in here by the Profs. Good block there by Condello to hold that in the zone. Pass over to O'Brien as driving in. That shot goes wide of the cage there from Michael Henry. As they'll go back down to the corner again. Henry's back on it. He'll go to the point. Puglia fires that one right in on goal. Cohen there got a whack at it. Able to make a couple of stops on that shot attempt there. As this will go to the hash marks again. Sent down to the corner. Driving around goes Condello. As he looked to center, no one was home. Henry right back on it. Squeezed into the wall there by Brady Vea. Back up to the point again. Shot from the blue line. Stopped there by a nice save there with the blocker by Cohen. As Henry's still on it. Rutgers pinning their own end right now. As Rieger will get to the puck. Cuts away from one, but had it taken by Henry. Driving him around. Kick save made there by Cohen. Beautiful stop there from Cohen. And he will jump on top of this one and get the whistle. Some excellent work from the freshman in between the pipes. Lucas Cohen from Ramsey, New Jersey. 4-2 record coming into this game. These two teams have faced off one time so far this year and ended up in a 8-1 Rutgers win back in October on the 25th of 2025. Big victory there for the Scarlet Knights as they look to try and do so. That one kicked aside by Cohen again right on the doorstep. It's been all Profs so far. A couple of really good chances. Shots 9-3. As it's picked up here by Condello again, looking to find Henry. This line's still out here for the Profs. Henry, a backhander right into the slot. Shot went wide on that chance from Plank, and Cohen will jump on top of it. As here we go with some extracurriculars after the whistle. Some pushing and shoving down by the goal crease. Doesn't look like there's going to be any penalties resulting from it, but obviously between these two New Jersey squads, always tension here between the two of them. Both of them were highly ranked in the AAU last year. Near the end of the season, Rutgers was 3, Rowan was 5, nationally ranked. So both these teams, tons of skill, tons of talent, as that one is gobbled up there by Cohen again off that shot from the point. But storied rivalry between these two squads here for Rutgers and Rowan. In our BSB Game of the Week, didn't get to mention it in our intro, but this is our BSB Game of the Week. Here for us at Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Already had a bunch of games canceled. Tomorrow's Rutgers game that was supposed to be against Fordham also canceled for those tuning in. So make sure to stay inside, stay warm as we've got the snow barreling down on us in T-minus about 6 hours or so. Supposed to start sometime around 2 a.m.-ish or so. They keep changing it, so we'll have to kind of figure it out when it happens, I guess. And for most of New Jersey, they keep changing it around on how much we're going to get. Could get anywhere from about 6 inches to 18. So we'll have to try and see what happens as Nunag tries to play it across. It's picked away. Here comes Plank the other direction on a breakaway chance. Plank walking in, stopped by Cohen. Beautiful save by Cohen with the pads. And we stay tied at 0. Great opportunity for Aiden Plank to try and open the scoring here. Just wasn't able to capitalize. Off of a great save there with the pads by Cohen. Has made 2 really good ones so far as this is lofted out here by Rutgers. Chasing after goes the 10. And they score! Rutgers able to put it home off of a misplayed puck there by Rowan, and they take the 1-0 lead. It was the 10 of Lerman who tucked that one in there for Rutgers. Able to put that one into the back of the cage. His first goal of the season. And Lerman makes it a 1-0 game for Rutgers quickly here. 13-17 left to go. Here in period number 1, and after all that attack there from the Profs, it's Rutgers who get one on the board first and make it 1-0. Right place, right time there for Lerman. As this one is played around by O'Brien, he'll pitch it down to the corner. Patapovic there trying to fight for it. The big defenseman will keep this puck, look up and get going the other way. Sends a pass forward, connects up to Campanaro. Tried to feather that up, couldn't do so. Puck bouncing back. They're going to wave off the icing as Patapovic goes back to collect this. Pass up looking for Campanaro again. Has Angress with him. Had to go backwards the other way as here comes Nathan Clack. Clack with it, trying to get around and get a shot off down behind the goal line now. Clack looking for an option. He will go back up here to the hash marks. We'll cycle it back around the cage as it's taken back here by the Scarlet Knights, but not out of the zone just yet. Clack able to keep this in the zone, get some help as well from the 11 of Sanders, but it's Rieger who will loft it across looking for Angress. Angress from long range sends that one in deep. Put on the slap shot, hit the glass behind the cage of Lise as it's picked back up here for Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets around one, couldn't hold on to the puck though as it's sent out by Koskari. Played back up here to Gorshkov, who will send this one in deep. Knocks off of Lise, collected back here by the 17 of Souza as it finds its way over to Koskari again. Rutgers with some good chances now, trying to keep this puck in the zone. Able to do so is Rieger as Koskari's finally able to get it back out. Finds its way up to McGarvey. McGarvey driving in, hounded by Inouye. Pass played off, finds to Brandel. His shot goes wide of the cage, just trickled wide there. Collected back here by Acuna. His pass finds Zimmerman as a 3-on-2 forming here for the Scarlet Knights. Here comes Gorshkov, but that is going to be offside on Rutgers. And we'll get a whistle with 11:02 left to go in the first. Face off in front of the Rowan bench. Off the draw, it bounces back here to Souza, who will send this one forward. Dumped in here by McGarvey. Aaron McGarvey sporting the 96 here for the Profs today. Trying to clear the zone as Rutgers can't do so. Tap forward only for a second. Finds it over to the 43. There of Ian Fu, who will spring it up the ice for Campbell. Campbell pulls up down behind the goal line. Stuck there in the corner for a moment as Brandel tries to clear the zone. He can't do so. Goes back here for Dominic Souza again. Souza to McGarvey. His pass picked off as Campbell keeps it in. Josvek will give chase for Rutgers. Josvek to the corner. Campbell down there on the right side wall. Try to center that no one home in the low slot for the Scarlet Knights as Downs will send this one around again. Josvek there trying to battle for it. Him and Souza come together. Souza across. That pass just played away as Nunag will dump this one in. Angress will go after it here for Rutgers. Lerman on it. He'll try and send this in deep. Back on it is Hamerick. This one saved away in front there by Lise. As it's taken back out here, flying down goes Arango. He fires a shot. Cohen stops that one aside easily with the pads. To the corner again. Herring down in there. Arango comes over to help him. Herring, another hit into the corner. Back up to the point. Shot from the blue line blocked away in front as it's collected here by Daly. Daly will dump that one down the ice. Took a funny bounce off the end wall as it finds its way to the stick of Puglia. Quickly taken here by Rutgers looking in front. Angress there trying to center it towards the goal, and it's jumped on top of there by Lise. Shots 13-7 in favor of the Profs, but it's Rutgers who's got the 1-0 lead with 9:06 left to go. Here in period number 1. Oh, taken off the draw. Here goes Marrero walking in. Marrero, he fires. Cohen able to get the initial stop. Rebound was loose behind him, steered out there by Resvin. Lucky break there for Rutgers. Resvin, right time, right place to knock that one from out of the blue paint. As it's dumped in here by the Scarlet Knights again. That was Vea who sent it in deep. Vea, he'll lay the body. Calandra with it now. Bouncing puck back to Nunag, looking to try and get the shot off. Couldn't pull the trigger, though, as it's stuck in the skates. Nunag with it again. He gets the shot off, stopped there by Lise. Comes all the way back to the neutral zone for Acuna. Nunag couldn't get to that pass. Finds its way here to the 28 of Hamerick, as he tried to find Herring on the pass. Nunag with it again here for Rutgers. He's been great so far this year as he finds Rieger. Rieger fires. That shot blocked away. Back up to the point. It comes out of the zone as Inoue is going to have to check back up. And Acuna will just put this one right back in deep. Donnelly trying to clear. This one sails all the way down the ice. Foot race for the puck, and it seems like Condello beat it out. Indeed he did, with some good speed to get there as Plank sends it back to Condello. Condello down low. Plank trying to get on this as him and Zimmerman go to the wall together. Plank looking to the point. Finds a man. That's Donnelly, but it skips by him. And the Profs are going to have to track back on it. It's O'Brien with it now here on the right side wall. His pass goes to Plank. Feathered forward, able to get this one up to Henry, who launches it up here for Condello. 7:18 left to go here in period number 1. O'Brien across. Finds it over to Donnelly. His shot. Rebound chance was there, but no one to whack at it. Plank was just a little bit too far behind the sequence, as this one is lofted down the ice right off the top of the glass. And that is going to draw a whistle. And we'll get a stoppage here with 7:01 left to go in period number 1 here between Rutgers and Rowan. If you're just joining us, thank you for doing so. My name is Curlo Pascal. You're watching Rutgers University ACHA Division III Scarlet Knights Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Thank you for joining us here for our BSB Game of the Week, here as the Scarlet Knights take on the Rowan University Profs. Trying to get this game in before the snowfall starts here in the Garden State, before we get hit with this blizzard that's on our way here to the northeast. Driving in goes Condello again. Couldn't hold on to the puck, though, as it's quickly taken by Henry, trying to get the shot if he got bumped off the puck, as Patapovich is there to corral it for Rutgers. He goes down in a heap. Henry with it again, looking to try and center. That one skipped right through the crease and goes back up to the point. Knocked forward here the other way. Driving up, here comes Campbell. Campbell, drop pass, tried to find Nunag, but passed just a little bit too far behind him, as Campbell nearly got to that one again. Henry's there to keep it, only for a moment in front. Nunag, what a stop by Lise on the one-time blast. Spectacular shot, spectacular save there from Nunag and Lise. Nunag was left all alone in the low slot right in front, got stopped point blank on that chance. As Nunag will dump this one in. Angress and Vea will go chase after it. Stolen here. Angress looking, finds Vea. He fires, stopped by Lise, short side, and he'll hold that one with the glove. Beautiful save by Lise. Michael Lise versus Lucas Cohen, the goaltending matchup here for this one this evening. As Angress tried to turn and fire Campanero there off the faceoff, able to get to the puck now. Angress with it again, looking to center for the backdoor for Vea. Just couldn't get it to him. As it goes back out to Resvin, who will dump back in. Back to get it is Souza. He lays off. As this is sent down the ice, no icing. We continue on as it's moved around there by Daly. Puck bouncing up into the air. Angress trying to get a hold of it. Couldn't do so. Daly will chase after this one. He cannot clear the zone. Good keep there from Nathan Clack. As this one bounces behind the cage. Clack, one of our good friends here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting, plays in the Jersey Pro League that we broadcast over the summer. Also our resident referee player. Refs a lot of games that are around here, the Garden State and PA, for a lot of junior games and such. Was covering an NCDC game for the Mercer Chiefs yesterday. Was actually broadcasting that game as well, doing their play-by-play for Mercer. Got to see Clack, always good to see Nate. As this bounces out here, dumped into the zone, trickling down towards the cage, and it's covered up there by Lise. Some words will be had here with Angress as him. And what looked like the 17 of Dominic Souza will have some words with each other. So Souza and Angress will do some chirping as they go to the bench. Face off one back here by Rowan in their own end. Able to hold on to it as Puglia. He'll send it around. McGarvey looking to try and clear. Can't do so just yet. Finds Brandel and gets it out of the zone. Rieger, his pass blocked aside. Acuna will have to go and get it as Brandel chases after him. Puck played around the boards. In a way there. We'll go back to Acuna. Shots 15-10 right now in favor of Rowan, but it's Rutgers who still have the 1-goal lead here with 4 minutes left to go in period number 1. Puglia sends this one up. Tried to connect on a pass looking for Koskari as Brandel nearly held onto that one. Rieger trying to chase after this alongside Hamerick as it goes back out to center ice here for Brandel. Now it's McGarvey with it. Well, he'll have to track this one back right in front of his own bench as Gorshkov tried to take it away, able to get it over to Rieger. Rieger fires, waffle boarded away there by Lise as Rieger tried to get it back here, kept it in on the blue paint. Good job to do so there by Rieger, but it's taken back here by the Profs and they'll skate it out to the neutral zone. Quickly flying in, Brandel looking to fire, stopped there by Cohen, and he'll jump on top of it for the whistle again. That's a good look there for Tony Brandel flying into the zone. Trying to get that shot off quickly as he was being chased down by the defense on the back check. Off the draw, bouncing puck here going to the wall for Campbell. Tries to dig at it, but it's kept here by the Profs. Looking to drive around the cage. It's Herring who looks for an option. Back up to the point for O'Brien. He spins around. O'Brien looking to fire. That got blocked away by Patapovich as it goes to the corner. Patapovich trying to go back up and out of the zone. Couldn't do so. Kept it at the point. Good keep there from Logan Donnelly as now it finds its way to Josvek for Rutgers. Josvek flying in. Finds Campbell on the pass. He gets sandwiched hard into the boards. Big check there from Donnelly as it's taken here by Nunag. Nunag bouncing puck. Josvek can't get to it in time as it finds Herring. Herring, he gets stick checked. Now Callahan trying to break through the defense. Good work there by Tim Downs to steer him aside. As it's dumped in here by Rutgers. Goes back to O'Brien again. He'll play it across. Picked up by Arango. Passed on back by the Profs in their own end. Bit of a miscue there from the defense. As it's played back up here to the 18 of Marrero. Marrero plays the pass up. Stopped there by Cohen. Big rebound let up off the shot from Herring. As it's going the other way here for Vea. Tried to drive in, and that is a delayed offside. Calandra trying to get to this one now. Calandra, pass across, didn't have enough juice on it to get to Lerman. As Calandra has it again. His pass looking for Lerman, can't connect on it. Goes back here to Puglia. Bouncing here, finds its way up to Henry. Henry into the zone. Trying to get around Fu. Closed off along the boards, back up to the point. Puglia with it. Puglia looking, tried to play a pass off, couldn't find anybody. A minute left to go here in period number 1. As Lerman will just send this one down the ice. Zimmerman will go after it. Zimmerman driving around the cage, look for the wraparound chance. Stopped there by Lise. As here comes Henry the other way. He gets taken down, no call. We continue on 5-on-5. Now Rieger flying in with Gorshkov. 2-on-1 forming. Over to Gorshkov. He fires. What a stop by Lise. And he'll hold on. And Zimmerman gets tangled up after the play. Zimmerman ended up on top there of Souza as they'll go now after each other. Bunch of extracurriculars after the play as Zimmerman and Souza got tied up with each other. So we'll have to see what the penalties are here as the referees discuss this one in front of the scorer's box. .6 seconds left to go. Here in this first period between Rutgers and Rowan, and it looks like Zimmerman and Souza are both going to go off for roughing penalties. Gonna have to see if this is coincidentals or if we'll play some 4-on-4 here. It looks like we will play 4-on-4 as Zimmerman and Souza sit in the box, so a bit more open ice out there for both teams. Here with 30 seconds left to go in the period. That one knocked away again there by Lise. Another save for him. Kept here by Nunag. Quick shot. That one goes wide as Nunag went flying into the net. And the net comes off its moorings. Shot 16-14 in favor of Rowan. But it's Rutgers still with that 1-0 lead. Just about 11 seconds tick off the clock, and it looks like we might get another penalty here. Logan Donnelly's going to the box. It's going to be a cross-checking call here on Donnelly. So it's going to be a 4-on-3 here for Rutgers, as the Scarlet Knights are going to get a power play here. So a 4-on-3 to end out this first period as this one goes to Gorshkov, gets by him, and will go down the ice to Cohen here with 15 seconds left to go in the period. Rieger will pick this one up, 10 seconds left to go in the frame. Trying to get one chance here to end the period as he flies in. Rieger looking, try to play a pass across, lofted out there by Rowan, and that will do it for period number 1. So at the end of the first period, a 1-0 lead for the Scarlet Knights. As we will head to the first intermission, shots at the end of one, 16-14. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. You've been watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University ACHA Division III Scarlet Knights Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 2, here between the Scarlet Knights and the Rowan University Profs. Here for the middle frame, a 1-0 game in favor of Rutgers after 20 minutes of action here between the two squads. Shots 16-13 as we get ready for the second period in favor of Rowan, but Rutgers with that 1-0 lead courtesy of new addition to the Rutgers squad, the number 10 of David McIsaac. Here in this one today, gets his first goal here as a Scarlet Knight here at home and gives the Scarlet Knights a 1-0 lead as we get ready to go. Once again, thank you for joining us here for this one before we get snowed in for the next few days here in the Garden State. Rutgers are going to start the second period on the power play. A 4-on-3 to start this second period. Centers at the face-off dot, ready to go here for the middle frame, and we are off and running for the second. Quickly taken away here by Rowan, or Rutgers off that face-off. They'll have it back on their own end. It's the number 9 of Jacob Campbell, who will send this one across to Rieger. Rieger works his way through, tries to play back here to Nunag. It bounces on him, finds its way to Gorshkov for a second. Now Campbell with it. Campbell to Gorshkov, looking, walking in a lower, stopped, rebound chance, trickles just wide for Rieger. What a stop there by Lise on the initial chance there for Gorshkov. Rieger tried to tap home the rebound. He has it again now, flying into the zone. Fires a shot, goes right off the crossbar and out of play. What a shot from Rieger. Nearly went top shelf. Beat Lise, but not the crossbar as it goes up and out of play. And they're trying to figure out who should be in the box here, it seems. I think the clock might have been moving, but the penalty clocks were not, it seems. So as the referees figure this out here, we're going to have to see. Not sure why the penalty clocks were not moving, but the regular clock was. Seems like we are back to a 5-on-4 now. Gonna have to see if we can figure out the correct time. Here on this penalty that's still left on the board here to Logan Donnelly. And the coaching staff for Rutgers over on the bench. Head coach Matt Janos, assisted by Ryan Glidden and Mike Murphy over on the home side. Trying to get an explanation from the referees now. And now the refs are going to go to the scoring table to try and figure this out. So it looks like Zimmerman and Souza going back to the penalty box now. And it seems like this still will be a 4-on-3. Bit of confusion here on both benches trying to figure out what's going on. But it's still going to be a 4-on-3 here. We'll have to wait and see what changes as right off the draw that one gets sent up right into the rafters again for a quick whistle here off that face-off. And it doesn't seem like those penalty clocks want to move for some reason. The normal clock is, but penalty clock doesn't seem to want to go. Face-off one here by the Profs, and they will get this one out of the zone. Goes all the way back here to Cohen. So the penalty clock's still not running over on the big board, but either way, still a 4-on-3 as here comes Rutgers with another chance. Gorshkov driving around, looking to set up here in the zone, goes back up to the point for Campbell. Campbell across, Rieger there. And now we're going to get a whistle. And it looks like the net came off its moorings behind Michael Lise as he slid across. So we'll get another face-off here to the left of Lise. Face-off won by Rutgers, trying to find a chance here. This goes back up to the point for Gorshkov, and it's cleared down the ice there by the Profs. Picked up here by Campbell again. Out of the box comes Zimmerman and Souza. Now a 5-on-4 for Rutgers as Campbell goes flying into the zone. That shot trickled wide on the deflection there from Clack. It finds him now breaking out the other way, shorthanded 2-on-1 for Rowan. Mishandled, the puck was Plank as it goes to the corner. Now Rieger has it. Rieger tried to center for Gorshkov, taken away by Plank. He fires, that went wide. Rebound chance stopped there by Cohen as the net came off. Clack with a good chance on that one. As it's picked back up here by Nunag. Nunag across, he finds Rieger into the zone. Pass back to Nunag, he can't handle. We are now back to 5-on-5 finally as Cohen steers that one aside. Bouncing puck goes back out of the zone. As it's dumped back in here by Rowan. Finds its way in onto Cohen, and he will hold on to that one with the glove as we get the whistle here with 17:34 left to go here in period 2. Off the draw, one here by Rowan. They'll hold on to it here in the zone for now. Bounces up to Angress. Got away from him, though, as it's kept by Plank. Plank into some open ice. Sends it to the wall. Acuna there for Rutgers as it bounces back to him now again. Trying to get back on it is Donnelly. Down behind the cage in front. It went wide. There on the tap from Plank on that one-timer. Just couldn't get it on target as it's sent around to Inouye. Inouye plays it into some open ice. Plank is there to hold for Rowan. Now taken back out of the zone. Here by Vea. Couldn't hold on as it's played across. Finds its way to the 27 of Condello. Condello finds Plank. He goes across looking for Henry. Henry into the zone. Driving in here on the backhand. He has to pull back, wait for some reinforcements along the boards as Inouye lays the body into him. It's taken back out here by Campanaro. Campanaro finds Angress on the pass. Had it stolen aside by Condello as he finds a feathering pass up to Plank as him and Inouye come together. Angress with it again. Saucer to Campbell. He's able to keep it for now. Only had it for a second as him and Donnelly come together. Looking in front, that one stopped by Lise and a big crash into the boards. Two players went flying. Looked like it was Angress and the 20 of Logan Donnelly. Seems all right as he'll go back to the bench. Off this face-off, it's one here by the Profs again as they look to try and clear the zone. Ethan Bowie will go off of that one. One of the other new additions here to this Rutgers squad. As flying in, here comes Campbell. Campbell looking, drop pass, Nunag rings that one right off the iron as Ise got ran over, trying to get back to his feet as Nunag flies in again. Pass up here to Koskari, able to send this one forward to Brandel. Brandel will send in. Good look there for Nunag for Rutgers. Tried to make it 2-0, but that shot rang off the iron as it's taken by Fu. Fu will dump in. He'll give chase on it into the corner. Kept here by Rutgers in the zone. Nunag will go to the wall. Ize tried to clear, couldn't do it. Knocked the side off that shot from Bowie. Now skated up here by Koskari. Koskari driving in, cuts by Fu. Still with the puck down behind the goal line. Looking for an option, tried to go to the point, but got closed off by Downs as he'll send it around, but not out. Back up at the point. Shot from the blue line, knocked aside by Rieger. He got a whack at it with the paddle, or with the stick rather, I should say, as that one's kicked aside by Cohen. Rieger will chase after this, trying to beat it out on the foot race. He gets there first. Rieger looking, gets by one defender, but couldn't hold on to the puck for much longer than that, as Hamerick was able to take it away from him. Quick shot from Rieger, knocked aside by Lize. Goes back out to Resvin here in the neutral zone, finds it up to Gorshkov, who will tap it forward. Zimmerman will give chase. Big hit into the wall on Zimmerman as he tries to go back up to the point. Couldn't do so as Arango was there to seal it aside. Now here comes Herring. Herring tried the center, backdoor feed it, stopped by Cohen. Beautiful save. Excellent stop there by Cohen. As here comes Zimmerman trying to break through the defense. Got hung up there right in the slot. Some good work there from Puglia to keep him out from driving towards the net. They go at it again down behind the goal line. Already 6.5 minutes gone here in period number 2. As this pass bounces off the skates of Resvin. Collected here by Gorshkov, who will send it up to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to the corner, him and Puglia again. Over comes the 81 of Herring, who laid the body on Zimmerman. Taken now, Zimmerman fires and scores! Jamie Zimmerman. He pots it home and Rutgers go up 2-0. What a shift from Zimmerman, and finally converts on it. The fastest player to 100 points in Rutgers ACHA Division III history. Converts another one here this year to give the Scarlet Knights a 2-0 lead here over Rowan. As this one goes back here to Cohen. Acuna will get on it off the pass from him. Played out by McIsaac. Chasing after goes Angress. Back to collect on it is Donnelly, as he'll keep it away for now. Shots 19-17 in favor of the Profs, but a 2-0 lead here for Rutgers as Acuna gets on this down low in his own zone. Acuna across. McIsaac there. Bouncing pass. Quick shot. Saved there by Cohen again on the rebound. Chance for Clack. Campanaro trying to get on this loose puck now. Spinorama move. Tried to play it across. Looking there for McIsaac. Just couldn't connect. Ended up losing an edge on that Spinorama as it's feathered up to Clack. Here comes Clack streaking down the ice. Pass across. Got knocked aside by Inouye as he tried to find it over to Callahan. Quick shot, stopped by Cohen again, right up into the chest. Back up at the point, that one blocked again there by Campanaro. Campanaro now with it, has a breakaway chance if he can hurry. Campanaro, down the ice, he fires, stopped by Lize as he falls on top of it, and he holds on. Lize fell right on top of the puck on a huge breakaway save to keep this only a 2-0 game. Massive, massive save by Lize. And over on the other side of things for Rutgers, Lucas Cohen has been spectacular as well here in this one so far. As this puck is launched to center ice, tapped forward by Plank. Looking to send it up, couldn't do so. Downs is there to steer it aside. As it bounces to the wall here for Campbell. Couldn't hold on to it. Plank can't get to that one. Campbell with an out. He'll tap it into the zone as down goes the 17 of Souza. Campbell took him to the ice as this pass goes back for Fu. It'll come out of the zone. He finds Downs on the pass. Bouncing puck across over here to Bowie. Bowie hitting the wall hard as he goes down in a heap along the end wall. Moved aside there by Henry. Looking for an option here is Hamerick. He can't clear the zone. Fu is able to keep it in at the blue line. Now Gorshkov tried to handle it, couldn't do so. Here comes Henry the other way. Henry working through, not that one, waffle boarded away there by Cohen as he tried to go far side. Puck goes back here to Souza again. He launches it up to Henry. Henry taps it forward. Plank there with it, trying to cut by Downs. Couldn't do so as it goes down for Plank again. In front, that shot goes wide off that look from Condello. Souza will send it around the wall. Condello there again. He finds Plank. In front, tried to find that one. Henry couldn't connect. Henry will get back on it. Henry tried to cycle it around. Bouncing puck here. Rutgers trying to get on it. That's Zimmerman trying to hold on. Able to do so for now. As here come the Scarlet Knights the other direction, 3-on-2. Gorshkov with it. Has a look. He far stopped there with a blocker there by Lise. As Zimmerman getting tied up there with Souza. Those two going at it again. As it's picked up here by Plank. Plank. He will drive in, hounded by Patapovich. Now Gorshkov. He'll launch it into some open ice. Able to get on it is O'Brien as he spins around. O'Brien able to keep the puck. Launches it in on the backhand. Takes a bump there from Gorshkov as Patapovich will go to the wall. Physicality starting to ramp up a little bit here as Resvin got bumped off the puck. We continue on. Resvin with it, trying to streak up the ice. He avoids the check. O'Brien with it again as he'll find it forward. 2-on-1 forming for Rowan only for a second as Patapovich locks things down at the blue line. And Patapovich now getting into it behind the play. There with the 42 of Koskari, and he goes down. Koskari just got sandwiched to the ice as we've got more going on behind the play again. All hell starting to break loose here in this one. As cooler heads prevail here. Referee is able to break things up. They separate, and Koskari ailing as he'll go back to the bench. Might get looked at by the trainer here. We're going to have to see what these penalties are going to be. Right now in the box is Patapovich and Zimmerman for Rutgers, as well as the 96 of Aaron McGarvey for the Profs. And always with these two teams, I mean, we've seen the rivalry between them going back a while at this point. And especially last year with both these teams, like I said in period number one, both super highly ranked nationally last year in the AAU, 3rd and 5th respectively when they met late in the year. There's always a bit of intensity, always a bit of rivalry between these squads as the referees discuss things here. And it's not on the camera right now, but the 10 of McIsaac, Nunag, and Lise are just playing catch over in the left side corner with the puck right now. Just waiting for the action to get back underway here. And after all that, it looks like it's going to be a 4-on-4. So there was an original penalty to Patapovich, and then Zimmerman and McGarvey took coincidentals. So it's actually going to be a 5-on-4 for Rowan, as here comes Nunag flying in. Nunag fires, goes up and over shorthanded. Rowan able to get it back here. On the power play now. Here come the Profs looking to get set up. Trying to get one back here, down 2 right now with 8:50 left to go in period number 2. Rebound chance. Cohen grabs that one down out the air off the shot from Donnelly, and he'll hold on. And referee going over to discuss something with the bench, and it looks like we'll redo that face-off. So we will set up and do it again here to the left of Lucas Cohen. Off that draw, taken away by Nunag again as he tried to spring Campbell. Couldn't do so on that chance. As it's picked back up here by Rutgers, trying to go out shorthanded. It's Inouye. He gets blown up there right at the top of the slot, and Rowan will get the puck back here on the power play. Unfortunately, don't know how much time is left on the power play since the clocks have stopped moving on the big board in terms of the penalty numbers, as that one hops right off the mask there of Cohen. Kept in the zone here by the Profs. Back up to the point. Goes to the blue line here for Condello, who will kick it lower to Plank. Plank lost the handle of it. Nunag tried to break out the other way as Campbell tried to get a whack at it. The 2 nines come together as it goes back out to Condello, who finds it to Logan Donnelly. Donnelly back to Condello again. Shots 23-19 right now as down goes Campbell. Nunag collects this one. Acuna finds Inouye as Rutgers tries to go out shorthanded. Here comes Campbell. He fires, stopped there by Elise, and got some help from his defense from Donnelly to keep it from going in. Pass sprung out the other way. Will this go for an icing? Indeed it will, as the Profs ice the puck on the power play here. And it seems like we are back to 5-on-5. Actually, it looked that way. Acuna was still on the ice. It will still be a 5-on-4. As this bounces up for Downs, he will send this one down around the boards. Trying to hold on to this are the Profs. They move it forward up to Brandel. Brandel here on the backhand. Trying to center that one, kicked aside by Cohen again. Puck bouncing out to the red line here. It's Rieger with it. Dumped in, chasing after goes Campanaro. Campanaro trying to get to that. 7 minutes left to go here in period number 2. As Fu will kick that one aside only for a second. Here comes O'Brien. O'Brien flying in. Pulls up down behind the goal line. Here on the backhand, he looked to try and center, couldn't do it. Now back up to the point here for Henry. He puts it lower. We're finally back to 5-on-5 now. Officially this time, as Clack will go to the point here for Puglia. Puglia fires through traffic. Puck bouncing around in the low slot, goes back all the way to the point and out of the zone as O'Brien tracks on it. Now Rieger steals it from him. Here comes Rieger walking through it, stopped by Lise with the glove. Beautiful glove save there from him. Pass up from Clack to Henry. Here he comes with a chance to try and break through the defense. Got stood up there by Fu as that shot from Callahan goes up and over the bar. Hit into the wall. Callahan with it again. Henry fires. That one stopped aside by Cohen as Callahan tries to lay the body in the wall. Pass out of the zone by Rieger. Going all the way back here to the 19 of Puglia, who will send it across for O'Brien. Pass lofted forward for Callahan. He can't get there. Clack will keep this one in the zone, though, off the knees. Clack around. Callahan there. Looking for an option. Sent it in on goal. Rebound chance was there for the backdoor for Callahan. Just couldn't get it to him. As Rieger now with it. Gets by one defender. Moves it up here to Campbell. Campbell. He lost the handle for a moment, tried to find somebody on the back door. No one was home. As Bowie goes chasing after this to the wall. Nunag with it. He fires. That goes up and over. 5:09 left to go here in period number 2. As it's skated up here by Rowan. Puck played around and out there by Rutgers. Will this have enough juice for an icing? It'll get there, but Campbell will beat it out anyway. Had it beat by a mile. As Campbell tried to go for a lacrosse move for a brief second. As it goes to Revs in, he fires. That one goes wide of the cage. As Bowie goes to it in the corner. Now on it, it's Herring. Herring lofts it forward. Revs in there to try and hold on to it for Rutgers. He finds it up to Nunag again. Nunag taken down. Able to hold on to it is Sanders. He goes across. Trying to go back out into the slot for Herring. Couldn't connect on the feed as Cohen nearly got ran over. Now Revs in. Bouncing puck for Nunag. It gets away from him. As this will go down for Daly. He'll find Angress. Angress taken down in a heap as Revsin sends it forward. To it is McIsaac. He tried to center, no one was home. Angress and Daly bumped into each other. Revsin got back on the back check though. Able to clean that one up as here comes McIsaac. 3-on-1 here for Rutgers. McIsaac across, tried to find that to Bowie as he nearly ran into Lise. Open cage there in front as we're going to get another whistle. And down we go with a pileup in the corner. Nearly a line brawl as Angress just got shoved into as well. Can't see who that is down in the corner. Looks like Ethan Bowie got tied up down there. It was actually the 97 of Campanaro who got tied up with Joseph Marrero. So they will both go to the box as by the time this game ends, we might need some more room on that penalty sheet. We will have to see, but here with 3:43 left to go. Here in the second period, it's been a great one so far. If you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here for this one today in our BSB Game of the Week. Here between the Rutgers University Scarlet Knights and the Rowan University Profs. My name's Carl Pascal. Thank you for joining us this evening before we get a boatload of snow over the next day and a half or so. Trying to finish this game up as quickly as possible, but the penalties slowing it down just a little bit here. Snow started to come down around sometime around 2 a.m. or so. Rough guess based on what most of the reports are saying. Maybe a little earlier down further south, but we'll see. As we will play some more 4-on-4 action here for 2 minutes. As it's taken here by Rowan. Walking through, here comes Brandel. Sauces it across it, stopped by Cohen on the one-timer. And here we go yet again in the corner. More action down in the corner. Sticks flying, down go 2 skaters. As Rieger just gave a shot to the back of the head to Brandel. Rieger taking exception to Brandel, giving a whack to Cohen after the whistle. Inouye down there as well. Inouye will go to the box. Brandel will go to the box. And Rutgers is going to have 3 skaters in the sin bin. Zimmerman, Rieger, it's Inouye, Rieger, and Campanaro. And it's Marrero and Brandel in the box for the Profs. And now some chirping going on. here down at the benches. Here between Aaron Rodriguez and Joseph Marrero over in the penalty boxes. They're having words with each other, both heated down there in the penalty box. As the referees will discuss things here and figure out the penalties. While they sort that out, we'll step aside, take a short break. We'll be back in just a sec. Back here after, it seems like we figured things out here. Rodriguez still going at it down there with Marrero in the box. As we await the final word here from the referees on what's going on here. Once again, just want to say a quick thank you for joining us here in this one today. And it seems like this might be a 5-on-3 potentially here, or a 4-on-3 potentially. Again, we'll have to see. Looks like maybe even a 4-on-4. And it is going to be a 4-on-3 in favor of Rowan. So after all that, Rowan will have a power play 4-on-3 as it's sent down the ice here by Rutgers. 3:18 left to go here in period number 2. Shots 24-19 in favor of Rowan. Have not got one on the board just yet. Rutgers with the 2-0 lead right now. Profs looking to try and get one on the score sheet here before the period ends on this power play. Quickly taken away here by Rutgers, though. Here comes Nunag. Nunag can't hold on to the puck as he lost an edge. Puck picked back up here by Henry. Henry will drive into the zone. Henry with it, cuts by one, looking to get that one by Cohen, couldn't do so. Got the stick out as that one goes right up into the netting on the clear attempt. And we'll get a face-off here to the left of Cohen. That was a good chance there for Henry to try and get one on the board here for Rowan on the power play. He's able to win the draw as well. Quick shot, stopped by Cohen. Rebound chance was there, but Fu was able to tie up the 27 of Condello. He has it again as he tried to saucer it across looking for Donnelly. Nunag got a whack at it. Here comes Condello again. Into the zone with Henry. Condello with it to the hash marks. Plays across here to Clack. Nathan Clack with it here. Back up at the blue line. Clack at the point. We'll have to lay off. Donnelly fires and scores! The shot from Donnelly, and it is a 2-1 game. What a shot from Donnelly off the feed from Clack. And it is 2-1. Power play goal for the Profs with 2:07 left to go here in the second. Beautiful shot from Donnelly off the drop pass from Clack. '25th shot of the game for the Profs, and they finally get one past Cohen. Excellently placed shot there from Donnelly over the glove side of Cohen. As we're now down to 4-on-4. After the goal on the 4-on-3. It's taken here by Fu. He'll try and hold on to this one with Clack attacking. As this finds Fu again, trying to clear the zone, couldn't do so. O'Brien will keep it on the blue line. He finds it across there to Puglia. He plays lower to Clack. Clack trying to go back up to the point. It's taken by Gorshkov. Gorshkov trying to break through the defense. Couldn't do so as he got held onto. Now taken here. Campanera with it to the backhand. He got taken down by the defense. That was Puglia who knocked him down. Now here comes Henry flying into the zone. Henry pulls up, spins back, looking into the slot, no one home. And we are finally back to even strength. As it's played across here to Zimmerman. Zimmerman, high slot, backhand move, trying to keep this puck looking back into the slot. It's stopped there by Lise, and he'll hold on. What a save by Michael Lise. What a spectacular save by Lise. He'll hold on to that one. Here with a minute and change left to go in period 2. Bouncing puck off that draw will flutter all the way back to the neutral zone. 1 minute left to go here in period number 2 as this one's dumped in here by Rutgers. Zimmerman to go chase on it. Hamstitch down there in the corner, applying the body onto him. Picked back up here by Rutgers, trying to hold on. There is Rieger. Puck in the corner still. Rieger able to cut around, looking to drive to the net for a wraparound chance for him. Stonewalled there by Lise as it's skated out here by Henry. Henry fires in onto Cohen as he got decked by Revzin. They go back at it with each other. Into the corner again is Plank. Gorshkov with it. Another chance for Henry on the wraparound. Plays this one back up to the point and it comes out of the zone. Chasing back goes Donnelly. Bouncing puck here for Henry with 15 seconds left. Puts it into the corner. Him and Inouye go to it. Over comes to help Condello. He's hit into the wall by Rieger. That shot goes wide of the cage. Donnelly with another look in the dying seconds. It's blocked aside, and that will do it for the second. So at the end of period number 2, a 2-1 game in favor of the Scarlet Knights. McIsaac and Zimmerman, the goal scorers for Rutgers. And Logan Donnelly, the lone goal scorer for the Profs. Shots at the end of 40 minutes. 27-20 in favor of Rowan. But Rutgers still with the 1-goal lead. We're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the third period of action for you here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting for our BSB Game of the Week. You've been watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. We'll see you for the third in just a few.
building before 11. That's amazing. Even if it's 10:55, I'll be like, that's a win. Is that like a warning or some shit?
Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University ACHA Division III Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carla Pascal, back here for the third period, here between Rutgers and the Rowan University Profs. A 2-1 game after 40 minutes of action as we get ready for this big third period here between the Profs and the Scarlet Knights. Teams getting ready to go here for the third period puck drop. Once again, thank you for joining us here for this one today for our BSB Game of the Week. One more period of hockey before we will rush on back home to try and get back to our houses to beat out the snow, as will the rest of the fans here for this one. Center's ready to go here for the third period face-off. Zimmerman versus Condello, and we are off and running here for the third stanza of this one. Pass across over to Rieger. He will send this one in deep on the dump in. Trying to clear, can't do so. Bouncing puck in front. Gorshkov was there trying to get a whack at it, but it's sent back up here to Plank. Plank flying in, trying to cut around, but a good back check there as Cohen just got slammed into there by Plank, and we're going to get a penalty as here we go again with some more penalties. And the Rutgers bench not happy to say the least about Plank running straight into Cohen. So to the penalty box goes the number 9 of Aiden Plank. He will go sit in the sin bin, and Rutgers will go to the power play early here in this third period. Face-off one back, there by Rutgers. Gorshkov with it here in the circle. He fires, stopped by Lise, another whack by Zimmerman, and we'll get the whistle. Good couple of chances there for Rutgers here to start this power play. Just 31 seconds gone on the clock here in this third period as Rutgers wins the draw yet again. Nunag takes a big bump along the boards. As Rowan can't clear the zone, it's kept in by Zimmerman. Trying to get it forward, it finds its way up to Condello. Rushing down the ice, Condello trying to get around Gorshkov to the net front, couldn't get the shot off as the net comes flying off. As Gorshkov ran right into the cage. Condello with a great look shorthanded there. Just couldn't get it by. Bunch of stoppages early here to start this third period. Face-off one here by Rutgers as they try and drive forward here on the power play here with 1:25 left to go on the man advantage. Zimmerman will dump this one around the wall. Angress will get there. Angress to the boards, trying to hold this one. Puck played down the ice. here by Rowan, as they will send that one down. Pass across here to Angress. He fires. Stopped by Lise. Another chance. Zimmerman here. Able to hold on to this puck for a moment, but it's steered aside and down the ice there by the Profs again. Now it's Gorshkov with it. He'll dump this one around the wall. Puck to the boards, trying to hold on to this. Sent back up here, trying to get there was Callahan, as he will clear the zone from his knees and get it down the ice back to Cohen again. 25 seconds left to go here on the power play for Rutgers as it goes back here behind the cage. Nunag will pick it up for the Scarlet Knights. Nunag trying to weave his way through, nearly lost the handle, but gets it back, plays over to Angress, who taps it in. 10 seconds left on the power play as it's steered to the circle and cleared down the ice. Only got to the neutral zone, though, as Zimmerman trying to hold on. Puck now trying to find Clack, can't do it. Sent in by Angress, we're back to 5-on-5. As Hamsich will spring this one down the ice. Clack couldn't touch it, and this will be an icing here on the Profs. Face-off won there by Rutgers. Quick shot went wide of the cage on that chance as it bounces back to the point. Kept in by Inouye. Great keep by him with the stick as it goes back here to Donnelly. Bouncing puck back up here to Callahan as he sends it the opposite way to Clack. Nathan Clack into the zone, trying to feather this one on goal. Saved by Callahan as Cohen, who will just knock it away. Now here comes McIsaac. Has that one stripped away there from the 11 of Sanders. As now O'Brien has it. O'Brien up the ice, gets by Campbell. Saucers it across, finds Callahan on the feed, tries to put it back into the low slot for Sanders, couldn't connect. As Campanaro will skate this one out. Campanaro plays it down. Campbell able to take it away for Rutgers, looking to center it, couldn't do so as all over him was Clack. Back up to the point, Inouye fires, that got blocked away. Trying to center was McIsaac again. Rieger comes in to try and get it in the corner. Rieger with it. Knocked away there by Clack as he'll regain possession here. Able to keep it away from two Rutgers skaters. Clack into the zone, cutting through one, trying to get the shot up from his knees. In on goal, stopped there by Cohen, and he'll jump on top of it. Nearly a highlight reel finish there from Nathan Clack. Would have been spectacular if he finished that one. Face-off sent around the wall there by Fu. Shot from the point goes wide there from Puglia as it goes bouncing out to Gorshkov. Gorshkov trying to get around Puglia, can't do so. Good back check there from Puglia as that puck knocked away by Zimmerman. Pirouetting there, able to knock it away. As it's saucered up here, looking for McGarvey. Fu to the red line. Brandel trying to get on this. Fu sends it up to Zimmerman. Now Rieger will loft that one in on the backhand. Goes to Puglia. Koskari couldn't hold on to that puck. Now Zimmerman with it. He'll find Rieger on the pass in. He wires a slap shot that goes up and over the bar. Zimmerman with it. Trying to hold on to the bouncing puck, but it goes back to center ice here for Fu, as he'll find Downs on the feed, who will just dump this one in on goal. Finds its way here to Lise, who will just play that one off. Here to O'Brien. Pass goes right back to center ice again. Now Rieger on the dump in. O'Brien will get there first. Keeps it away here from Zimmerman. O'Brien able to keep the puck and fly into the zone. Lays it off, looking to get a shot through. That one goes up and over the bar there from McGarvey. As it's collected by Campbell for Rutgers. Campbell able to keep the puck down along the boards. Trying to spin it, went right through the slot. No one was there as Fu fires. That one got blocked aside. Bowie with it to the corner. Campbell there trying to get on it down low. Got tied up there with Hamerick as it's taken away by Brandel and cleared out of the zone as down goes the 42 of Koskari. And Ethan Bowie is going to go to the box. So a tripping call here on Bowie, and he will go to the sin bin. And a power play here for Rowan. Huge power play for the Profs to try and tie this game up at 2 here in this third period. Back up to the point. Donnelly trying to hold on. He plays this across, finds it over to Condello. He sends to Henry down behind the goal line. Henry looking to the point. Donnelly there, lays off. Henry with it again. Fires a shot. Rebound chance was there off of Cohen. No one there to jam it home as Donnelly's back on it again. Donnelly fires. That one knocked aside by Cohen again. 30 seconds gone on the power play as this one is sent around the dasher and hops up out of play. And we'll get a whistle here with 13:40 left to go in the third. .124 left to go on the power play here for the Profs as it's kept here by O'Brien. He finds it to Plank. Plank across, finds it over to Condello. Condello to O'Brien, down to Plank again. Plank into the slot, back to Condello, couldn't pull the trigger. Condello across, finds Plank on the pass. Plank looking, down low, Henry trying to shovel that one home, but he put it wide as him and Cohen came together. Now to Plank. And we're going to get a whistle. It looks like the net came off its moorings down behind Cohen. And we'll get a stoppage with 13:10 left to go. 54 seconds left on the power play for Rowan. Off the draw, one back here by Rowan again. Plank with it here at the hash marks. In the circle, tried to play it across, but it's sent down the ice there by Campbell. 40 seconds left on the power play as Condello spins it to O'Brien. O'Brien cutting by one, working his way through, trying to get another shot off on the backhand, couldn't do so. Goes back up to the point here for Brandel. Brandel to O'Brien. To Brandel again, across the Plank, back to Brandel. At the point, tries to play a pass down to Condello as Henry tried to keep it in the zone, he can't do so. Plank hounded there, Condello picks it up. Condello to O'Brien. He enters the zone, Henry there with him, 5 seconds left on the power play. Condello with it, down to Henry. Henry looking, back to 5-on-5. On hops Angress. As Henry trying to keep the puck, he can't do it. Taken back by Gorshkov as he lifts it across here for Campbell. Campbell pokes it forward, trying to get around O'Brien. Campbell with it, fires through, and he scores! Sneaks it through 5-hole, and it's a 3-1 game. Campbell drove in past O'Brien, got Lise moving, and tucked it in through the 5-hole. And the Scarlet Knights make it a 2-goal lead here with 12 minutes left to go here in the third. It was a big kill and a big goal there from the 9 of Jacob Campbell. As it's kept here down in the corner by Rieger. He goes into the corner with Callahan. Both of them go at it down there. Now Rieger with it again. Sharp angle shot goes off the outside of the cage, and it's held on to there by Lise. Clack with a face-off win there for Rowan as it's held on to by Hamsich, who will move it forward and out of the zone. Picked up here by Downs. Downs, a backhand shot won't go on target. Now it skips towards the cage, trying to cover up his Lise, as now he's able to do so for about half a second before it got poked out by Angress, and we get the whistle anyway. Face-off will end up to the right here of Michael Lise. Off that draw, Rowan with it again. Another face-off win. They've been pretty good in the face-off circle here today as Clack tries to drive forward. Couldn't do so as it's kept away by Patapovich. The big D-man has that one steered aside there by Hamsich as it goes to the corner. Right at the blue line trying to fight for it. Callahan and Patapovich going at it with each other. Passed up here to the 11 of Sanders. Sanders to Callahan, bouncing puck. Him and Patapovich still going at it with each other as now Callahan's going to take a penalty. Here comes Rieger. Extra skater on. That one's touched by Rowan, and now we're going to get the whistle. And it's going to be a slash as Callahan is going to go to the box for a slash. So Callahan will go to the penalty box, and Rutgers will go back to the power play here. Face-off won there by Rutgers here to start this man advantage. Puck goes down to Donnelly behind his own cage. Couldn't get it out of the zone as Gorshkov goes back up to the point for Nunag. Has it taken, though, by Rowan as they look to send it back to Condello as he will send it down the ice. Actually got stopped there by the referees. As Nunag will play it across. Here to Gorshkov again. He'll feather a pass up looking for Angress. Angress fires. Elise will hold on, and we'll get the whistle. Here with 10-12 left to play in this game. Off the draw, back to Nunag at the point. Rieger with it to Nunag again. Back to Rieger a second time here. As he'll play down behind the goal line now. Rieger pulls up, gets bumped into the boards there by Donnelly as it goes back to Nunag at the point. Nunag fires, redirected in front there by Rieger, but it's stopped by Lise. Beautiful save by Lise as Nunag can't hold the blue line. And Gorshkov will have to track it down. Hounding him the other way, though, was Plank. As it's kept here by Rowan for a minute, trying to get a quick shot off. Plank across, tried to feather it over there to Condello. Couldn't get the shot off, though. Shorthanded opportunities there for Rowan. Just couldn't get the shot on target as Zimmerman pulls up here at the point. He'll play back to Nunag. To Zimmerman again. Finding Acuna as he just drove in. That one bounces by the cage. As Zimmerman gets back on it here at the hash marks. 28 seconds left to go on the power play. Nunag to Zimmerman. Looking for an option down behind the goal line. Zimmerman back up to the point here, trying to get this to Acuna. 15 seconds left. Looking, Zimmerman wires one on the one-time blast that went just wide of the far post. Nunag with it again. He finds Zimmerman. Zimmerman back to Nunag, trying to get a shot off, and we're going to get a penalty. And it looks like this might be on Rutgers. With 2 seconds left. On the power play for the Scarlet Knights, it's going to be Angress going to the box for a interference call. Actually, it seems like it's Acuna going to the box. So Acuna will go to the box. And it'll be a brief 4-on-4 for just about 2 seconds as that shot skips wide. And now it's a Profs power play. Here with 8:40 left to go, must score if you are Rowan to try and get back to a tie game. Here you need 2 to tie with 8:30 and change left to go. Here in the third, it finds its way to Henry. Michael Henry. He'll play it across, finds Donnelly. Has the lone goal so far here for the Profs. Skating in comes Brandel. Brandel can't hold on. It's taken by Rutgers and they clear the zone. Now Callahan. He finds it across. Here to Henry, who will dump in. Callahan with it. He'll pitch it back down behind the corner. Henry with it again. 1:12 left to go on the power play. Back up at the point is O'Brien. O'Brien down low. Walking in is Clack. He gets a shot off but got railed there right in the circles. He lays a big hit into the boards, and that's going to draw a penalty again. Delayed penalty here on the Profs as Inouye drives into the zone. Inouye fires. It's held on to there by Lise, and Clack is going to go to the box. It's going to be a roughing call as he's not happy about it. And he will go to the penalty box here for Rowan. So back to 4-on-4 action here between Rutgers and Rowan. Here with 7:36 left to go in the third. 51 seconds of 4-on-4 and then a shortened Rutgers power play. Face off one back here by Rutgers. Petapovic will keep this one in the zone and send it around. To it first is the 20 of Donnelly. Quickly taken here, though, by Zimmerman. Trying to get a shot off. He put it just wide. Had Donnelly hanging all over him. As McGarvey plays this one back here to the 22 of Hamsich. Hamsich, his pass, able to find its way up to Henry. Henry pulls up. Pass across, back to the point for Donnelly. He fires one on. Cohen makes the save. And down goes a Prof. Drilled after the whistle. Looks like that was McGarvey who got hit late. And the Profs bench wanted a call. Doesn't seem like they're going to get one, though. Shots 31-27. In favor of the Profs, but still down by 2 right now. Puck to the corner. Henry down there. Trying to go to work. Able to keep the puck for now. Looking to power move his way to the front of the net. Cohen's able to stop that one. Trying to keep this in the zone is Henry. Big hit there in the circle. As it bounces back in. Another check right along the boards. Henry able to come away with it. Now a power play for Rutgers as they walk in. Zimmerman tried to get a shot off. Couldn't do so. Another one. Lise able to make the stop as this one goes sailing down the ice. And Rieger now going at it with McGarvey behind the play. 6:20 left to go here in the third. Temper's starting to flare a little bit more here in this third period as Rowan down by 2. We'll just send this one down the ice. And they're going to call this an icing, but this can't be an icing. It's going to have to be at center ice because Rutgers is on the power play, and as far as I'm aware, you can ice the puck on a PK. And over on the bench, the Profs coach is not happy about it. As this is sent down the ice there by Koskari. 20 seconds left to go on the Rutgers power play as Bowie sends it forward. It got knocked aside there by Koskari again. Dumped in there by the 19 of Puglia. 10 seconds left on the power play. 5:40 left to go here in period number 3. Puglia with it again. Clack out of the box. We are back to even strength as Inoue will go chase after this one. Inoue pulls up. Plays over to Bowie. Bowie nearly knocked down. Campanero comes over to try and help him get it out of the zone, able to do so. Here comes Campanero. Campanero walking through, trying to get the shot off as he goes down in a heap and ran right into Lise. And we're going to get another penalty here. It's going to be on Koskari. A cross-checking call on Koskari. And Rutgers will go right back to the power play. So back to the man advantage here for Rutgers. Face-off won by them. Nunag will send it back down behind the goal line for Angress. Angress with it. Spins back here to Zimmerman. Zimmerman, he gets yanked down to the ice. No call, we continue. As it's moved around, taking it is O'Brien. He'll get flying out the other direction. Gets bumped there as his stick breaks. Here comes Angress across to Zimmerman. Couldn't get the shot off the rebound, knocked off the crossbar, and they score. It's Angress who knocks it home, and it's a 4-1 game. Angress able to find that bouncing puck. Dove right in for some loose change. And tucked it into the back of the net to make it 4-1 on the power play for the Scarlet Knights. As we get another whistle here for offsides. Off that draw, it's taken by Rutgers again. As we're going to get another penalty here. Another one on the Profs. This time it's going to be on Aiden Plank. Things starting to get out of hand a little bit. Rowan frustrated. Down by 3. And Plank will go sit in the sin bin, and right back to the man advantage go the Scarlet Knights again. Off that face-off, Rieger trying to hold on to it here. Zimmerman looking for an option. Rieger down there as well. This one skips by Nunag and will go all the way down the ice. Trying to beat it out here is Condello. He gets there and tries to pin it to the boards, couldn't do so. Taken now by Rieger. He launches one across to Nunag. Nunag to Angress entering the zone. Couldn't hold on to the puck as it bounces to Condello. He can't clear. Zimmerman with it at the hash marks on the near side wall. Feathers lower to Rieger. Looking in front. Angress, they're trying to get a whack at it. Right at the top of the crease, trying to hammer it home is Angress, and jumping on top is Lise as he dove to get on top of that puck. Shots 31-29 in favor of the Profs, but it is the Scarlet Knights who have the 4-1 lead right now. Here with 3:35 left to go in period number 3 as Rieger fires a shot that gets deflected and goes up into the rafters here with 1:03 left to go on the power play. Here for the Scarlet Knights. Bouncing puck off the draw, kept in by Nunag. Good job to do so. As this one sent around the boards, going all the way down the ice, it goes back to Cohen. As it's played over to Nunag. 45 seconds left to go on the power play as Nunag tried to dump it and bounced off the stanchion as Rieger tries to find Zimmerman. Down to Nunag again. Nunag looking around, back up to the point. Gorshkov looking, he fires, stopped there by Lise. Rebound chance was there, bouncing around as Lise still getting to his feet, but it's cleared there by Clack, and that goes right up into the netting. .24 seconds left to go on the power play. Inouye with it off the draw, trying to go down to Vea. Vea with it across. His pass picked away there by Callahan as he'll steer it forward, looking for Clack. Clack trying to go short-handed here with 10 seconds left to go on the PK. Clack can't get to it, bounced away from him off the boards as it finds its way to Campanaro. And we are back to 5-on-5 as Plank comes out of the box. Bouncing puck for Campbell. Big hit into the boards there by Clack. Centering pass slotted away there by Rowan as Campanaro looks for an option. Bouncing away, puck flutters right up close. On it is Clack again as he'll drive the other direction. Clack weaving through, trying to center that one in on goal, looking for O'Brien, it won't go. Kept in here by Henry. Henry spins around. Here on the backhand, has that one knocked away by Campbell. Breakaway chance here for Campbell. Walking through, driving it on goal, but he whiffed on the shot. Put it wide. Henry with a good back check on him as well as Plank and Campbell come together. Henry able to keep this puck. Dumped into the zone there by Calandra. As O'Brien will hold on to this. 90 seconds left to go here in the third period. Pass played forward, trying to get to the puck first. The 28 of Hamerick. As it's sent up here for Plank. Plank trying to work through. Plank looking, stopped there by Cohen. Puck into the boards. Rowan trying to keep it down there. Can't do so as Calandra moves it out. Puck out the other way here for Bowie. Bowie trying to get on it. Bowie looking through, poke checked away there by Lise. Plank gets around Daly. Calandra will play this one back here to Resvin. 45 seconds left to go here in the game. Henry with it across. That shot from Hamerick goes wide and comes all the way back out of the zone for O'Brien. Hamerick with it again. He'll just dump this one in, gets to the skates of Daly as he tries to clear the zone, couldn't do so. Sandwiched was Calandra. Here with 22 seconds left to go, down on a heap go a couple players, and we're gonna get another penalty. here with 18.4 seconds left to go. And the referees are going to have to sort this out here. And it looks like Calandra is going to go to the box. The sophomore from Howe will go to the penalty box. As the referees and linesmen discuss things here between the teams. Just a gathering of the masses down there as they talk things over right now. .4 seconds left to go on the board. Rutgers 4-1. Off that draw, it goes back out to the point. Profs will have the power play to end the game as O'Brien will hold on to this, feathers it across, able to find it up to Hamerick. Has to lay back here. Pass back here to O'Brien. 2 seconds, he'll just dump it up to Hamerick as he tries to get a shot, can't do so. And that will do it for this one. Rutgers come back home here for their first home game of 2026 and come out with a 4-1 victory here over the Rowan Profs in the BSB game of the week. Huge win for Rutgers. Final shots 32-31. And that will wrap things up for this one and for all of our action here on BSB this weekend. Reminder that tomorrow's Rutgers game against Fordham is canceled due to the incoming snowstorm that's about to hit us here in the Garden State and here on the Northeast as a whole. Make sure to stay safe in the inclement weather that is about to hit us around 4 a.m. Last time I checked, tomorrow morning. Stay safe, stay warm as we get ready for the snowfall to begin in just a couple hours or so. But that'll do things for this weekend and for us here at BSB. Rutgers, a 4-1 win over Rowan. Final shots 32-30 in favor of the Profs, but it's a 4-1 Rutgers victory. Either way, my name is Corolla Pascal. We will talk to you very soon. We will see you next weekend. You've been watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III Ice Hockey live here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We will see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.